All right, welcome everybody. I'm Michael Sanderson. I'm the director of the Entrepreneurship Center at St. Mary's University, and I'm so excited to be here with all of you for the Atlantic Canada AquaHacking Final. We're about to find out what these 7 or 5 teams have been up to over the last 7 months, and you know what a time frame in the last 7 months. 7 months ago, when these teams started working, a global pandemic wasn't even declared at that point. And these teams, though, they worked through that. They've worked through the pandemic, through isolation and virtual connection and the stress and anxiety and everything that's gone with it. And I just think that's so amazing and inspirational. And it's going to be great to see, you know, this is what we need in today's day and age. We need to engage young people in solving global issues. And, you know, the big issue that these teams are working on right now are water issues. And, you know, water issues are so important because we can all relate to this. Water doesn't know any boundaries. It's a universal human right, and it's a necessity for life. And, you know, when we think about this competition, I think it's really important to take a moment and recognize then the history of the lands on which we gather and these activities are taking place. Here at St. Mary's University, we're gathered in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded land territory of the Mi'kmaq people. And beyond the university and into the Maritimes in general, we're also gathered in the traditional territories of the Wolastoqiyik and Passamaquoddy nations. And all of these lands are governed under the peace and friendship treaties. And we are all people under these treaties and responsible for working together with one another and the rights and responsibilities of each other and the lands in which we operate. And so, and further north, we also acknowledge that the land on which we gather is traditional Mi'kmaq territory, and we acknowledge and respect the diverse histories and cultures of the Beothuk, the Mi'kmaq, the Innu, and the Inuit peoples. And so, look, we strive for respectful relationships with all people and the land on which we live, work, and gather. We hope that the solutions brought forward today take small steps in moving forward our understanding and our protection of our shared waters. So we're about to move into the competition, and so there's a number of things that are going to be happening. So first, we're actually going to move to Desiree McGraw. Desiree is the COO of Aqua Forum, the organization behind the AquaHacking, and she's going to explain how AquaHacking was brought here to the East Coast. So that's going to be really exciting. As soon as Desiree is finished, we're going to move to Emma Waddy, and she's going to share some thoughts on behalf of the St. Mary's University Atlantic Water Network. And that's the regional partner for and host for this first Atlantic Canadian Challenge. And after Emma shares her thoughts, she's going to move directly into a panel where they're going to be discussing some of the water issues affecting Nova Scotia communities. So a really cool panel that you don't want to miss. When that's all complete, I'm going to be back to move you into the next stage of the competition. So please enjoy our next speakers, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Desiree, take it away.
Thank you so much, Michael. It is truly a thrill to be with you all today at the final of the Atlantic Canada AquaHacking Challenge. And I want to start by acknowledging the many territories on which we live and work here in Canada, originally called Turtle Island, by the many Indigenous peoples who have lived here for thousands of years. And for me in particular, I'm coming to you from the AquaHacking and Aqua Forum headquarters in Montreal, which itself is located on the unceded and traditional territories of both the Kanien'kehá:ka and Anishinaabe peoples, who are the custodians of these lands and these waters. So here we are at the final stage of the Atlantic Canada AquaHacking Challenge, and I cannot tell you how exciting it is to be, at least virtually, on Canada's East Coast, having just wrapped up the BC Challenge on Canada's West Coast. We are so proud to be a national organization spanning the country from coast to coast. And we want to thank our national sponsors who have made this pan-Canadian growth possible. Starting, of course, with our founders, the de Gaspé-Beaubien Family Foundation, and of course, RBC, in particular its Tech for Nature initiative, as well as Ovivo, Lavery Lawyers, IBM, and MyTax. This is the 6th year of the AquaHacking Challenge, This is, of course, our flagship program. And when it was launched by Aquaforum in 2015, it was a novel idea to invite young tech talent to tackle freshwater issues in Canada. Now today, we see that water tech is a growing sector or subsector of the clean tech sector. And as we emerge from COVID, with our sights set on ensuring a strong and resilient economy, society, and environment, never before has it been more critical to leverage the entrepreneurial drive and innovative mindset of the next generation of Canadians to focus on freshwater. Canada is de facto a water superpower with 20% of the world's freshwater. We can and we must lead the world in devising innovative solutions to the wicked water issues, and doing so through the ingenuity of Canadian talent. Given the apparent abundance of fresh water in Canada, all too often we Canadians are complacent about it. But as we are witnessing, climate issues are water issues. And now is the time to harness our creativity and our determination to ensure access to clean, safe drinking water for all. And anything less will compromise the triple bottom line of economic viability, human health, and environmental sustainability. So we got to do this. This is as true in Canada as it is globally, and we are thrilled to be part of a program that fosters both economic development and environmental solutions. The oceans and marine environment have always been an important economic pillar for Atlantic Canada. Building on this foundation and bringing the focus to the potential of freshwater to both job creation and entrepreneurship seems just the right thing to do at just the right time. Nothing could demonstrate this more than young Canadians from across the 4 provinces of Atlantic Canada who have worked so hard over the last few months to develop and refine their amazing solutions. And I want to say that your persistence and your commitment to the water issues that you have chosen are nothing short of extraordinary. And so we salute you. And as we prepare to hear your pitches, we wish you all the very best of luck. And more importantly, as you prepare yourselves to enter the world of water entrepreneurship, we wish you every success. Bonne chance, merci.
Thank you, Michael and Desiree, for getting us started. My name is Emma Waddy, and I'm the director of St. Mary's University's Atlantic Water Network. AWN is very proud to be the regional host for the AquaHacking Challenge in Atlantic Canada this year. Working with Aquaforum and our local partners to bring this challenge together has been an exciting and unique experience for our organization. For those of you who are not familiar with Atlantic Water Network, we've been working with community organizations across Atlantic Canada for over a decade to help address local water concerns. To do this, we provide access to water monitoring and conservation resources, such as the free use of our environmental monitoring equipment bank, standardized training through our online Wet Pro certification course, and a secure and open access data hub via Atlantic Data Stream, for which we are the regional partner. By now, it might be clear that AquaHacking is no typical hackathon. One of the reasons Atlantic Water Network was so interested in partnering to be the host of the challenge was its focus on addressing community-driven water problems. At the start of the challenge, we canvassed our network to identify water issues that matter most to Atlantic Canadians and that would clearly benefit from a tech-based solution. The issues that were nominated for this year's challenge include algal blooms and eutrophication, treatment of drinking water in rural and First Nation communities, microplastics in fishing gear, sediment and pesticide runoff, and private well safety. I want to thank the water issue leaders who dedicated countless hours to articulating these issues and who worked with the teams from February onward to ensure their solutions are filling a tangible scientific and technological gap. Thank you to Roxanne, Stephanie, Mike, Ariel, Angela, Mary, Gavin, and Gordon. After identifying these water issues, we set out to find the curious, creative, and innovative individuals throughout Atlantic Canada who are ready to step up to the challenge. 117 participants and 16 teams pitched their ideas at the semifinal in June. From there, the 5 finalist teams you'll be hearing from tonight moved on to phase 2, where they each received a $2,000 bursary from Canada's Ocean Supercluster to work on their solutions. Teams participated in an extensive virtual leadership building expedition and got to work on growing their business plans and technologies from one-on-one guidance with mentors. Thank you to the many mentors who volunteered their time to help finalists throughout the challenge. Over the past few months, the teams have been gearing up for this week's final. So here's what's at stake. $50,000 total is being awarded to the finalist teams. First place gets $20,000, second gets $15,000, third gets $10,000, and fourth and fifth each get $2,500. Finalist teams will also receive a spot in a local startup incubator. And if eligible, finalists may be able to receive matching funds through the MyTax Accelerate Entrepreneurship Program through a national partnership with AquaForum. It goes without saying that this program wouldn't be possible without the generous support from our local sponsors and supporters. Many thanks to St. Mary's University, the Echo Foundation, Canada's Ocean Supercluster, the SM Blair Family Foundation, Clean Foundation, Atlantic Canada Water and Wastewater Association, the John and Judy Bragg Family Foundation, and Neopar. Thanks also to our academic partners who helped us get the word out to for the first AquaHacking Challenge to come to Atlantic Canada. Of course, St. Mary's University, Dalhousie University, the University of New Brunswick, Memorial University of Newfoundland, University of Prince Edward Island, and university-affiliated sandboxes and incubators. We continue to be so impressed by the commitment, expertise, and passion of these teams that they bring to solving these important water issues in Atlantic Canada. I personally can't wait for you to hear about the technologies that they've been working on. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi y'all, it's Madiwa and I'm from Edmonton, Alberta.
We're Team Clean Catch based in beautiful Halifax, Nova Scotia.
I'm Robert Afari from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I'm on Team Water Whale.
Hi, we're the Broader Innovators, and we're here on the Willistic River. We're focusing on the Rural and Indigenous Communities Challenge.
We are based here in St. John's in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Our solution is introducing a simple and portable method for well owners to test their drinking water.
We're currently working in a solution to eliminate microplastics from fishing gear.
We're currently working on a solution that addresses clean drinking water in rural and indigenous communities.
What we're going to be doing is to help them manage their drinking water supplies in a sustainable and cultural way.
We're about to go on a journey together, okay? We're gonna learn together. You're gonna learn from each other. You're gonna learn things about yourself.
Our team has a lot of programmers and technical people, and also because of COVID, we've kind of been forced to adopt these platforms anyways.
We each drew one of these little stick people and their thought bubbles and ideas coming together in the middle.
Transparency is a big thing for us, and teamwork and collaboration, and realizing that we're all in the same boat.
The water protectors and land defenders are people who stand on the front lines to protect the sacred. They're people who show up to stand up when called to action. And I want to thank each and every one of the participants. You are the water leaders. You are the water protectors. You are the water warriors. Hold this, Bilal.
Really excited for the World Cafe. First, we'll have Roxanne on algae blooms and eutrophication.
As our surface waters get really, really warm and really, really full of nutrients, algal blooms can take over. Unfortunately, HABs are on the rise both globally and here in Canada.
and then staff on the treatment of drinking water in rural and First Nations communities.
There are long-standing water quality issues, much like small communities and municipalities. There are also effects related to colonialism and systemic racism.
And then Gordon doing a presentation on private well safety.
In Nova Scotia, about half Nova Scotians rely on private wells. We're really pleased to see so many teams, and they all have a different approach, so that's great for private wells in Nova Scotia.
Having the water issue leaders on some of the topics here definitely has enhanced and sparked people's interest. I can already tell in the chat.
We're gonna do the tune of YMCA with the acronym AHEE for AquaHacking EXpedition. It's fun to be at the AHE. It's fun to be at the
Points! Bonus points! What's one thing you learned that's going to help you moving forward in the AquaHacking Challenge?
We've learned a lot the past few days in the EXpedition, and we're super excited to carry on in the AquaHacking Challenge.
One thing that I really liked about the EXpedition was getting to know the other teams and the members of the other teams, not just as competitors for this competition, but as people who are all working together to solve a common problem.
I learned a lot during EXpedition. I learned how to improve my leadership skills and my communication with my team members, and also I learned about all the other issues that Indigenous communities are facing here in Canada.
The virtual expedition has helped me develop our project with my team by working through skills building exercises and opening doors to resources such as experts in the field. Now we're ready to pioneer our way to the finals and win this.
See you in the finals.
Great.
Next, I'm really excited to be joined by our special guest speaker, Doreen Bernard. Doreen is a Mi'kmaq grandmother, water protector, and water walker. She's the founder of the Grassroots Grandmother Circle, bringing the grassroots together, promoting cultural teachings, healing and reconciliation, protection of water, and treaty rights in Mi'kma'ki. Doreen, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me. Yes.
We've been so fortunate to have you with us along several of the milestone events throughout the AquaHacking Challenge in Atlantic Canada. At the semifinal in June, you talked to us about the cultural significance of water and the social and environmental injustices that are happening in Mi'kma'ki. And you also played a big role at the EXpedition, where you shared about your experiences and insights with on these injustices with the finalist teams. So, Doreen, you're involved in a number of different initiatives throughout Mi'kma'ki focused on water protection. So I'm wondering if you could highlight some issues that are of concern to you and the grassroots grandmothers in our region.
Oh, well, we have a few here in, of course, in Sipekne'katik, we're still opposing the Alton gas project along the Sipekne'katik River. And we still have some work to do, you know, with the support for Pictou Landing that are still waiting for the cleanup of Boat Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll support them in that initiative to make sure that that still goes through. And currently, just recently, our Sipekne'katik has also joined the opposition to the Avon River. You know, the blockage of the fish at the Avon River for the causeway, the Windsor Causeway. And of course, we're still dealing with the sand and gravel mine that's in the back of our community in Indian Brook, Sipekne'katik, and we still want testing done there to see how the silica dust has impacted the health of the community in our water and our land, and especially in the air. Yeah. So there are several initiatives that we are still pursuing and involved in.
Yeah, and the first two you talked about are featured in quite heavily, of course, in the documentary There's Something in the Water that was released earlier this year. And the documentary was actually recommended as a learning resource for our AquaHacking finalists for the leadership retreat that we held in July, and which I mentioned you were kind enough to speak about through your work on water protection and role in the documentary with the finalists, which was really great. I'm wondering could you just talk to us a little bit? What was it like to be part of the documentary that was co-directed by such a well-known Nova Scotian?
Yes. Oh, well, to meet Ellen Page and for her to take this interest in what environmental racism is, and to come to the Treaty Truck House, actually come to meet with the grandmothers and to see what we see, and to actually agree to use her celebrity, her status, as a celebrity to promote education, the knowledge of what's happening. So at first it was she didn't know that she was going to make a documentary that would be film festival.
Wow.
Film festival. She thought she brought a small camera, and her and Ian, Daniel and Julia Anderson, they came in, they filmed with a small camera, and they thought maybe she would make some videos and post them on her Twitter and on her pages, because she has millions of followers, and put that out there. And then it turned into a film, a documentary, 90-minute documentary. It was amazing. We had within 6 months, we were sitting at the river talking about the protection of the water and what we were doing and environmental racism in Nova Scotia, to sitting in Toronto at the film festival.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a whirlwind. It was just amazing. Prayers answered in a good way, because I was saying, I prayed every day for that help that we needed, not knowing what that help was, and just asking Creator to give us that help to get people to understand what is really happening, and within 6 months, all these things that happened, and I just give so much thanks and gratitude for them for taking that on and coming to, in their busy lives too. She was filming another season 2 of Umbrella Academy at the time, and just taking that time to be with us and to come down. It was amazing. She's such a beautiful person.
It's really, I didn't realize it happened like that quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really cool that that there was that initiative to make it, to see it through and make sure that these stories were told, because they need to be told to a broader audience.
Yeah.
When you spoke with the AquaHacking finalists at the EXpedition, you did share about a few instances of environmental racism, which are covered in the documentary. So I'm wondering, what advice do you have for people, especially young people, who want to work in and with communities to help solve these water issues, to kind of make themselves aware and get involved?
Yes. Well, that is the biggest thing, I think, is being aware, make it the education. A lot of the education on Indigenous rights in our history, 13,000-year history here in Mi'kma'ki, has not been taught in the schools. And it's like and there's no courses that are really doing this, and that's what the calls to action talked about, the education and of Canadians, I guess, on Indigenous history everywhere. One of the things I think is when we were opposing the science that was done for the permits, for the, it was really faulty science. We're sorry to say that they didn't recognize Indigenous knowledge or even local knowledge of the river, people who actually lived on the river and actually worked on the river. And so the local knowledge didn't seem to be considered, as well as the Indigenous knowledge, our connection and our relationship with the water for, like I said, for time immemorial, and the species that live in the water, and all the things that. So I felt that their science was on the amount of fish species that live in the river. We even went and developed our own science, counting fish, put up a weir, counted fish that proved that there was many more species than bass, and yeah, because they only looked at the striped bass, which is a protected species, and they said there was no salmon. We found salmon. We found dead salmon
Oh,
there.
wow.
They never looked at the invertebrates, and I think that what lives in the mud that actually, feeds oxygenates the water and feeds the fish and all those. We felt we had students come to do those studies, and they were looking for Tommy cod in May, and they said that there was only 2 that they found, and if they had to ask the indigenous people, the Mi'kmaq, about that, we could have told them that they spawn in January. Even a month of January, the frostfish moon, that's named after the Tommy cod.
Oh, no way.
So it was really, something that if they had sat down with indigenous people, the fishers, and the people who live off the river, and they would have got that information. But it was, so we think being involved, having students involved in looking at the environment, the courses they take in the environment to include indigedagogy, the way we think and speak and feel and know. If they put that, if they have an understanding of that, and I think they included that into their education. If they don't get it in the university setting, then they come to us. And I think more needs to be done about the education system, about the knowledge and the connection that our people have for the earth, Mother Earth.
I have one more question. We're kind of nearing the end of our time. And I think it's something that's really important to talk about. It's like I said, it's one of those conversations that is continuing and has to be made more mainstream, I think. We're in a current social and political climate where we're hearing more and more about the need to be exclusively anti-racist, not just simply not being racist isn't enough. So I'm wondering, could you tell us about local or Atlantic-based initiatives that aren't necessarily water related, that set a good example for people to be meaningfully, or for people to meaningfully adopt anti-racism practices and policies to address some of these environmental concerns we've talked about today?
Well, we see in the climate we are today, even during COVID, but even prior to that, the resurgence of not only what was happening across our lands, across Canada, and how Indigenous people are fighting for the protection of the lands and water wherever they are, and a lot of the things that we've had to do. And prior to the COVID, where Wet'suwet'en was asking for that support, and people are aware of Idle No More. That wasn't just about. It was about all our rights. It was about the rights for education, for our treaty rights, our rights to our land and water, the resources, and it was about the racist policies of Canada under the Indian Act. It was about so much, and now we are at a time with the Black Lives Matter, and the Indigenous Lives Matter, where our people have been murdered by the police, for wellness checks, during wellness checks, and that I guess we're looking at a lot of the where things come together, not only for the police violence, but also connecting what's happening with the women, the and murdered Indigenous women, and how that's connected to extreme energy extreme energy, those projects those big projects that are bringing in, building man camps and bringing near communities, and how that's impacting the women and the girls. Yeah, so we have a lot of initiatives that are looking at addressing those issues, and October 4th would be the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women. That's when they raise awareness across Canada, about this. It's really. I think a lot of things are coming to during this time. 2020 has raised a lot of awareness about these things across Turtle Island, not only in Canada but also the United States, and more people have stood up for Indigenous rights and Indigenous protection of the water and their the land. And there's a land back movement now to settle those long disputes of where land has been appropriated, taken, and and I think that's a big push to settle these land claims, and to honor the treaties that have already been signed. And we have a lot of people. It's not only Indigenous people that are also with us. I mean, we have a lot of allies and people that are also supporting, because I think they understand that when we protect our land and our water, we protect your land and your water too. Is we share this land together, and as stewards, of our land, and it's important. It's in our, like I said before, it's part of who we are. It's part of our culture, our traditions, our inherent rights, and so when we talk about protection of the land, we say our water, it's your water, it's our water. And we need to, in our lands, and we need to work together. So in that spirit of reconciliation. So a lot of the work that I do is about building those relationships, building those relationships with non-Native people as well, to come together, to work together for the common good of all our relations, not only our children and our grandchildren and our future, but all living things that depend on us to stop the pollution, because it isn't the animals and the flyers and the fish and that are destroying our Mother Earth. It's the human beings, So it's what we do and what we stand up for, and we can do it more together. We will be successful in thinking of what we're leaving behind for our grandchildren and our future generations.
Yeah, there's a lot of work still to be done, and I think that's a really beautiful kind of image and kind of way to kind of frame it. It's like we're in this together, and
we're in this together. We're in the COVID together, but we're in this world together. And what we do for the earth, we do for all. And what we do to harm, it harms all. The way
exactly
it's our choice to make, to work together, to mend our relationships, to develop those relationships, and to come together as one. As a human family. Yes.
Doreen, we're almost out of time. I think we might be a minute over, but I think it's really important for us if you could quickly share how can people support your work and follow updates within your work?
Okay. Well, we are doing a water walk, so we are in the near future. We'll be putting it on the Grassroots Grandmothers Facebook page, Grassroots Grandmother Circle, and we are doing a water walk to protect the water at St. Mary's River where they're gold mining.
Mm-hmm.
And so we decided to do ceremony there and walk to the water and pray because of what's happening. We also, there's our page, the Stop Alton Gas WordPress.com. And so a lot of people can get information, updated information on the Alton Gas project and our official opposition to Alton Gas. We have Facebook pages, Stop Alton Gas. So there's information that people can get to contact the people that are on there for more information, to set up a panel to talk about there's something in the water, but also just talk about the water protectors and what they're doing to protect the water and how they can be an ally. There's plenty of information on being a good ally and how to reach out and the protocols for ceremony. A lot of things that we can work together on and develop something. We can reach out to groups, universities, community groups.
Fantastic.
So we're open to working together with anyone that would want to talk about the environment and the sacredness of water and Mother Earth and what we can do to protect that and together.
Thanks so much, Doreen. I always feel so grateful and fortunate to be able to have a chance to chat with you and to hear you speak. And I really encourage people to follow on social media, as Doreen indicated, but then also to watch the film. There's something in the water. It's a really great educational moment, and also to learn more about what's happening in our area. I know many of the challenge participants have found it impactful to hear from you about the semifinal in the expedition. So thank you so much for joining us throughout the Atlantic Challenge this year.
Thank you.
Now we're going to head things back over to Michael.
Thank you so much, panelists. What an amazing panel and amazing discussion. We really appreciate you taking the time to share your experiences with us. And look, for all of you listening, make sure you get out there and learn more about these stories and the effect of environmental racism in Atlantic Canada by checking out the documentary. There's Something in the Water. You can see it on Netflix, Apple TV, and other platforms. And look, this is super near and dear to my heart. I'm from Shelburne, Nova Scotia. I know how these problems plague small communities. So thanks again to the panelists. This was fantastic. So now we're going to move on to the pitches. This is the exciting part. I mean, it's all been exciting so far, but this is continuing the excitement. We've got each team has a pre-recorded 3-minute pitch that you're going to get to watch and see what they've been working on, again, for over the last 7 months. So the way it's going to work is we have these amazing organizations that have been involved in the competition throughout as well. So we're going to have an organization introduce one of the pitches, then you'll watch a pitch, and then so on and so forth until you get through all 5. Now you say, okay, well, is that all I get to do is watch the pitch? No, because we have judges that are judging them, but we want to hear from you. So what we've done is we've added an audience award. One of these teams is going to walk away with $1,000 that's going to be decided by you, the audience. So maybe you disagree with the judges. You're like, no, that's not the team we think is the one. This is the one. Well, you're going to have a chance to have your say. So here's what you do. So if you're going to vote, you're going to go to www.sli.do. So again, that's www.sli.do. And when you get in there, you're going to enter the code AquaHacking 2020. And once you put in the code, you're going to have an opportunity, all caps, by the way, AquaHacking 2020, all caps. And you're going to put in that code, and then you're going to be able to pick a team. So you're going to watch all these 5 pitches. You're then going to say, you know what, here's the one that I think is the best. Put in your vote and make sure you recognize the team that is deserved of that audience award and the $1,000 prize. So look, 5 teams, 3 issues, over 21 hackers from across the Atlantic provinces and beyond. And we're about to get into it. We're going to see how far they've come, even since the semifinal round. So without further ado, the 5 organizations we're working with that are going to be introducing our pitchers is St. Mary's University, Royal Bank of Canada, MyTax, Canada's Ocean Supercluster, and the Gaspé Beaubien Foundation. So again, each of them is going to introduce one of the 3-minute videos that you'll be watching. Please enjoy and make sure you take time to get on and vote. So without further ado, here's Dr. Summerbee Murray from St. Mary's University to kick it off. Thanks.
Hello, Quaid. Bonjour tout le monde. Je m'appelle Rob Summerbee Murray, President of St. Mary's University. I'm very pleased that St. Mary's has had the privilege of hosting and supporting the inaugural AquaHacking Challenge in the Atlantic region. I want to thank the Atlantic Water Network, located here on campus, for their important role in bringing this competition to the region and ensuring its success over the last few months. I know this competition had to adapt quickly to the circumstances that have affected everyone as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, and I know that you have all done so admirably. On behalf of St. Mary's, I want to thank everyone involved in making the first AquaHacking Challenge here in Atlantic Canada a success. It has been a true pleasure to see young entrepreneurs develop innovative solutions to water issues here in our region. I cannot wait to see where these ideas go from here. I want to congratulate the final 5 teams in the competition who have worked so hard over the last few months to find sustainable solutions to some of Atlantic Canada's water issues. I also want to send a special recognition to a team based out of St. Mary's, Clean Catch Baits. This team has addressed the important issue of microplastics from fishing gear polluting Atlantic Canada's waters. This team is the first to manufacture 100% biodegradable, PVC-free soft bait fishing lures for recreational fishing, a hobby Canadians can now enjoy knowing they are preserving our waterways and vital habitats. So thank you. Merci beaucoup and bonne chance à toutes les équipes. Good luck, Walalian.
Fishing is an activity loved by so many, but has a dark side that results in plastic waste pollution that is getting out of control. Seen here on the left are used plastic baits scavenged out of the water by one of our supporters in Nova Scotia. These plastic baits get disposed of and can grow up to 250% of their original size in the water and stick around for decades. These slowly break down into microplastics that become a part of our water. Not only this, but fish cannot tell the difference and mistake these discarded baits as food. They aren't able to digest them, and having them stay in their bodies prevents the ability to consume other food, leaving fish dead in the water or contaminated in our food supply. We added it up and found that approximately 5.59 billion artificial baits are improperly discarded every single year in North America alone. That's 55,000 tons or 4,000 dumped trucks worth. This amount is not going unnoticed and cannot continue any longer. The threats to the recreational and commercial fishing industries are getting more serious as government and humanitarian organizations are stepping up and calling for change on the long overdue environmental reform that is no longer up for debate. Clean Catch is here to inspire and champion innovative disruption to an industry desperate for it. We are first to market with our affordable and eco-friendly solution, the Clean Catch Bait. Clean Catch baits are 100% biodegradable, soft bait fishing lures developed through a unique biopolymer solution containing only organic and edible materials. Clean Catch baits have a rapid biodegradation time starting just after 24 hours submersion in the water and fully biodegrade in just under 6 months. The fishing tackle market is enormous with over 54 million registered anglers in North America. In 2019, Canadian anglers spent $244 million on fishing baits and lines. In 2018, Americans spent over $1 billion specifically on artificial baits. We currently have a 500 follower base on social media of eager anglers asking when our product will be available for their purchase. We've also formed partnerships with 14 different fishing equipment retailers across Canada committed to carrying Clean Catch baits on the shelves this spring of 2021. And these are just a few of the organizations we've received support from in our business's initial stages. At Clean Catch, we are among the early adopters and are the only manufacturer of 100% biodegradable baits. Our rapid biodegradation speed and sustainable packaging gives us a competitive advantage over other brands. Our team has diverse skill sets and business experience, which includes our advisors' backgrounds of ocean tech entrepreneurs, biochemists, and business professors. We've currently forecasted and raised non-dilutive funding to cover the majority of our costs needed to launch this spring. However, we need an additional $20,000 to scale our production and complete final product development. We are also looking for connections or advisors in the area of retail sales and engineering professionals with experience in biopolymers and injection molding. At Clean Catch Baits, we believe the greener the bait, the cleaner the catch.
Well, that was a great presentation. Thank you, Clean Catch Baits. For those of you who are not familiar with MITAX, we're a national not-for-profit organisation that has designed and delivered research and training programs in Canada since 1999. Working with numerous universities and colleges, thousands of companies, and federal, provincial and territorial governments, we build partnerships that support industrial and social innovation in Canada. MITAX-funded research helps strengthen connections, improve economic performance, and create jobs. Over the past 21 years, we've supported more than 20,000 research projects, trained more than 33,000 student and postdoctoral career skills participants, and supported more than 3,600 international research collaborations. AquaHacking is not only an exciting and relevant innovation and entrepreneurship competition, it actively encourages, supports, mentors, and even helps fund real startup companies developing unique answers to some of today's most challenging issues. So as you can imagine, partnering with AquaHacking was a no-brainer for us. The teams you're hearing from today will have the opportunity of leveraging their prize money through our research and business strategy programs. We are thrilled to support this second AquaHacking Challenge this year and very pleased to be here, albeit virtually, in Atlantic Canada. And I can tell you now that even before the third 2020 AquaHacking Regional Final in Winnipeg next month, we're already working on extending our partnership with AquaHacking for 2021 and beyond. So now, without further ado, let me introduce you to the next finalist, Team What the Well. This Halifax-based team is addressing the water issue private well safety by developing a handheld, battery-powered well water testing device that, when paired with a smartphone app, will warn users about potentially harmful minerals and compounds in the well water in real time. Take it away, Team What the Well.
Hi everyone, thanks for being here today. My name is Matt Mitzi and I'm from What the Well, and we're going to be bridging the gap in between contaminated wells and treatment providers. You can check us out at whatthewell.ca. Well contamination is frequent. In about 20 to 30% of wells in Nova Scotia, contaminants occur at concentrations that can hurt you, and they can hide in water that looks as pristine as the water on the right there. Well contamination is dangerous and causes neurological impairment, cancer, heart disease, and kidney disease. Not only that, well use is common in Nova Scotia. 46% of Nova Scotians rely on that well water. That's nearly 500,000 people. 80% of owners don't test their wells in Nova Scotia. I have no idea why, but part of the reason could be that it's not a municipal responsibility. Testing is a hassle. It can be expensive, and results are confusing with all the numbers. We're not all scientists. Treatment options are overwhelming with the number of treatment providers that are out there. Let's take a look at Amanda. She's our example well owner. She's about 40. She's got 2 kids. She might ask questions like, which tests do I need? Can I afford this with my budget? Can I get that driving in with my schedule? These are too many numbers to understand. Maybe I'll just take care of this later. So most well owners don't test their water, and treatment providers want more customers. Easy. Let's streamline well analysis and treatment consultation to connect owners with treatment providers. SIP. Instant water analysis and treatment consultation from tap to app. Our product has a little drawer. You pull it out, fill it up with water, close the drawer. The device analyzes the water, you get instant results in your smartphone, you got a health hazard report and a treatment consultation. That's nearly 100% faster, it's cheaper, it's less painful, it's anonymous, and less confusing. We're going to go with graphene sensors because they're cheap, they're highly accurate, they're light and small, and they're easy to make. But just wells? Think about a portable instant well analysis system for overseas operations, military perhaps, camping, low infrastructure regions. How about just checking your pipes for lead leaching? As for competition, we've got the classic colorimetric tests. They're affordable, they're fast, you just add a little reagent, get some water. Not so accurate. How about offsite labs? A little bit less affordable than us. They're not fast, up to 2 weeks, but they are accurate. Labellium, fast, accurate, good results, no consultation, $8,000 per unit. I don't think so. Matt Mitzi, General Manager at the top there, that's me. Background in environmental science with a venture grade associate. That's Mew. Robert Afari, Head of Operations, who's a background in physics, MTEI 2021 candidate at SMU. Anita Taylor, Head of Data Science. She's got a background in engineering and in science. Lead software developer Sam Coleman is an experienced sensor interface developer. We are What the Well. We're going to be bridging the gap between contaminated wells and treatment providers. You can check us out at whatthewell.ca to wash away your worries with a splash from the tap. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nick Hounsel, branch manager of RBC Clayton Park, right here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And on behalf of the Royal Bank, I'm excited to join you virtually today and welcome you all to the virtual final for the AquaHacking Atlantic Canada Challenge. At RBC, we recognize that the effects of climate change connect us all, and there has never been a greater need for extraordinary solutions than there is right now. There has never been more opportunity for leadership, collaboration, creativity, and vision. And that's why our environmental focus is to commit to new ideas, technologies, and partnerships for our shared future. RBC Tech for Nature is the RBC Foundation's multi-year commitment to preserving the world's greatest wealth, our natural ecosystem. And we are very proud to be part of AquaHacking's national expansion through our support of over $2 million since 2017. The first Atlantic Challenge, taking place this year, is a major step towards making this initiative a reality from coast to coast. Water issues addressed with technology solutions that either go to market or are implemented by charitable partners is a significant achievement, and we recognize that AquaHacking has a proven track record with successful startups. Atlantic Canada is home to some of the brightest and most creative young people in the country, and we are delighted to see such strong teams in the finals. We want to congratulate all the teams who worked hard and participated in the challenge, and it is my pleasure to introduce you today to Team Well Warriors. Based primarily in the Halifax region, with one member working from California, this team is also tackling the private well safety water issue. Their technology, called Clarify, is a water testing platform designed to make the experience easy and affordable. Their focus is on well owners throughout Nova Scotia, but they foresee their platform reaching across Canada. Let's check out their pitch.
We've established that access to safe drinking water is a basic human right. Yet, of the over 164,000 households in Nova Scotia that rely on wells for drinking water, it's estimated that a third of them have a health-based exceedance of one or more chemical contaminants in their raw water. Relative to municipal water users, epidemiological studies have shown that private well owners tend to have an elevated body burden of arsenic, uranium, and lead. These metals are an example of common invisible contaminants that are directly correlated to long-term health effects. Roughly 10,000 cases of gastrointestinal issues in Nova Scotia stemming from bacteria found in well water are reported annually. This directly leads to a $3 to $12 million burden on taxpayers. These serious health consequences are avoidable with testing and awareness, yet the reality is that only 10% of local residents who rely on well water test according to provincial guidelines. The reasons why are simple. Lack of concern, the current price of testing, and the inconvenience of testing are cited as the primary barriers to testing well water consistently.
Enter Clarify. Clarify, our digital water testing platform, addresses all of these concerns and more. On the Clarify landing page, users are invited to learn about their well water and their risk factors based on their postal code. After early interactions, users are invited to sign up to access our platform and are prompted to either subscribe or order a test. Clarify will offer 4 packages initially, each addressing different budgets and different concerns. Our subscription package covers everything a household needs for routine water maintenance, while other packages can be ordered individually. A sterilized sample container and testing instructions are delivered to the user's home. The user can then either drop the sample off at the lab or drop it at a designated drop spot in their neighborhood. Following the testing, laboratory data is converted into visual data and summarized. If there are any health violations or issues that could be addressed, it will be presented in plain language. Clarify will have trusted technicians listed on our platform for further service. These folks can conduct hands-on services such as inspections and can develop detailed well treatment plans. To effectively maintain their water quality, users will be able to update their treatment profile and track its effectiveness. Part of tracking is regular bacteria testing, which can be done at home through at-home test files. We will be giving users a heads up when it comes time to test again, allowing for total peace of mind in between tests. Researchers have highlighted the success of facilitating sample collection and drop-off. When we pair this effect with our educational campaign and mission of making water testing a fun, stress-free experience, testing rates should improve, resulting in healthier Nova Scotians. Thank you.
Congratulations to the finalists from all of us at Canada's Ocean Supercluster. We were pleased to support the development of solutions for the AquaHacking Challenge. There's so much momentum around entrepreneurship and innovation here in Atlantic Canada. Innovators have access to increasing support and investment opportunities as they bring their creative new ideas to fruition. Large companies, now more than ever, know the importance and benefits of working with startups. Now is the time to collaborate and leverage our strengths to develop sustainable water solutions. We've been following the Atlantic Challenge since the beginning and have been continually impressed by the caliber of the innovative ideas and passion that the team show for solving important water issues. It is my pleasure to introduce Team ExTech MIP based in St. John's, Newfoundland. This team is working on the private well safety water issue. They have developed an impressive, novel technology to monitor organic contaminants in well water and show promise for scaling beyond well water applications. We certainly look forward to seeing how their technology benefits Canadians, our freshwater and marine environments. Congratulations again to everyone involved.
Hello everyone, we are ExTech MIP Group and I'm so excited to introduce our solution for well water safety. Did you know that 15 to 35% of population in Atlantic Canada use well water? And unfortunately just 1/3 of them test their water. Contaminants in water are classified into organic, inorganic, and biological. There are many kits and products available for inorganic and biological, but there is no kit available for organic contaminants. So people need to get the water and send the bottle back into the lab, which can cost a lot of money if they live in remote areas. So what are these organic contaminants and why they should be analyzed? Pesticides, hydrocarbons, and disinfection byproducts are some of these organic contaminants, and they can enter to the well water through many ways. The harmful concentration of these contaminants cannot change the water taste or color, so people usually don't pay attention to that. And the long-term consumption of these contaminants can cause serious issues like cancer. Our solution can facilitate the organic contaminants analysis for well owners. So our product is a simple device, an inexpensive device, which we can send to the well owners in a vial. So the only thing that well owners need to do is to fill the vial with the water and put it aside for 24 hours. After 24 hours, they need to take out the device and send the device back to us into labs with a prepaid envelope, and then we can analyze the device and provide them with the result. The advantages of our product compared to other available competitors in the market make it a unique product for well owners to test their water. ExTech MIP Group plan for first year is to introduce our product to the customers through campaigns, through our website and social media, and doing the beta testing for further validation and getting the EPA's approval for our method of analysis. And then for the next 2 to 3 years, we want to sell our product in Newfoundland and Labrador, and then in Atlantic region, and then in Canada. Most of our group are analytical chemists. Ali is doing PDF at Memorial University, and then I'm doing my PhD in analytical chemistry here, and we are working under supervision of Christina Butaro, who is a prof in analytical chemistry for more than 18 years. And then we have Carlos, who can help us for business development and customer discovery. Thank you for your time and attention to my presentation.
Hello everyone, I'm Dominique. As the Senior Advisor of the Gaspé-Beaubien Foundation, I'm very proud to present one of the finalist team of AquaHacking Atlantic 2020. But first, I would like to reiterate the commitment of the Gaspé-Beaubien family to the cause of water preservation. More than ever, we believe that the future of our greatest national resource is in the hand of our young innovators and future entrepreneurs who wish to create a business with a cause. We have understood that the new generation does not just want to make money. They want to contribute to the common good and community development. We offer our gratitude and thanks to the participants of AquaHacking Atlantic. You can count on the commitment of the Gaspé-Beaubien family to support you in going even further. Now, I'm very pleased to introduce you to one of the finalist team, Team WIDE, standing for Water Integrated Design and Empowerment, also known as the former Water Innovators. Mainly based in Fredericton, this team of 9 students and recent graduates is working on the treatment of drinking water in rural Indigenous communities' water issue. They have developed a containerized distillation water treatment system that integrates off-the-shelf existing technologies to provide high-quality, trusted water to small, rural, and Indigenous communities in an accessible, sustainable, and culturally appropriate way. Now, here's their pitch. Good luck to Team WIDE.
Welcome to WIDE, Water Integrated Design and Empowerment. We're a team of 9 students and recent graduates with various backgrounds working on drinking water treatment in the Small Rural and Indigenous Communities Challenge.
This summer, 2 of us visited St. Lunar-Griget in Newfoundland and experienced firsthand what the poor water quality can be like in small rural communities. We were also talking with the local fishermen who lived in St. Anthony Bight, and they have been on a boil water advisory since 1997. He informed us that there would be concerns about the cost to upgrade and maintain their community water system, and that they would rather go the rest of their lives on a boil water advisory. This reinforced the need to find sustainable and culturally appropriate tools to help empower small communities. One large untapped resource that exists in remote communities is waste heat from power generators. Our system mimics the natural water cycle driven by the waste heat from the generators. We are using an efficient distillation process that can handle fresh or salt water and removes contaminants, metals, and bacteria. Heat is recovered for homes, hot water, or even a community greenhouse. We also focus on community engagement to build trust and pride in a community's water system. One way of doing this is sending live water, heat, and power data to the community through an app or other means. The entire system fits into modular shipping containers for simple shipping, installation, and reduced building costs.
Our system will be able to produce 30% more water than the Canadian average consumption. It would also produce enough heat for 20% of the community, which will replace the heating fuel, decrease the community carbon emission, and generate at least $100,000 per year in heat sale for a community of 500 people. We will provide a comprehensive service through different phases: building relationships, identifying need, applying for funding, design, construction, and training, and project follow-up. Once the system is built, WIDE does not just stop there and leave, but we will provide a continued support ensuring sustainable operation and community trust in the system and their water.
Our system will cost around double that of a conventional chlorination system. Despite this, it is still financially competitive due to the significantly reduced operating costs and increased revenue. The biggest advantage of our system is that it can handle water from various difficult sources in a financially viable and sustainable way. The community engagement, continued post-project support, and high-quality water ensures the whole process is sustainable and culturally appropriate.
We are working on further design in partnership with University of New Brunswick and will then build and test a small-scale prototype. We have already met with the town manager of St. Anthony, Newfoundland, who is assisting us in connecting with contacts in the area. as we work towards a pilot project in a community. By designing integrated power, water, and heating systems, we aim to empower and support rural and indigenous communities to help meet their everyday water needs in a sustainable and culturally appropriate way. Thank you.
Wow, those presentations were amazing. All right, everyone, you only have 5 minutes left to get on and choose your pick for the audience award winner. Make sure you have your say. So 5 minutes left. And then, we're going to come back and we're going to find out who's won the whole thing, who's the top team in the AquaHacking Challenge. So first, though, we're actually going to go to Jason DeGlint. And Jason is the co-founder of Blue Lion Labs, and he is the AquaHacking champion from 2017. So certainly he's got great advice to share on this competition and how it changes a person's life. So Jason, take it away.
Hello everyone, it's an honor to speak here today, as it was 3 years ago that I pitched for Blue Lion at the 2017 AquaHacking competition. Since then, Blue Lion has changed and grown a lot. After winning the AquaHacking competition, I still had over 2 years left of my PhD. So while working on my PhD, thanks to AquaHacking, I had the opportunity to pitch at multiple venues in Canada, the US, as well as China. This was a great experience for me, which complemented my academic studies. During my PhD, I met and also brought on a co-founder called Katie. She has a PhD in aquatic biology, and she complemented my technical skills. After finishing my PhD this past December, Katie and I went full-time on Blue Lion to really commit and push the business forward. So since January this year, a lot has changed at Blue Lion. In February, we started the Next AI Toronto-based accelerator program. This program ran all summer and provided lectures from top instructors from all around the world on AI and business. This allowed me to deepen my AI knowledge and gave Katie a solid business foundation. By conducting extensive market research and customer interviews, we decided that aquaculture was the best beachhead market for our technology. This led us to apply to and recently be accepted into a global aquaculture accelerator called Hatch. Being accepted into Hatch gave us funding as well as access to international leaders in the aquaculture space. We're happy to share that we're developing a new hardware and software solution for this fish farming solution and have our first alpha testing site lined up right here in Atlanta, Canada. So that's enough about me for now. Let's focus on the amazing teams competing here today. So only 5 remain. Leading up to the competition, all of you have been working tremendously hard on your solutions and pitches. So congrats on getting this far. You should really be proud of yourselves for doing something difficult, no matter what the outcome. I also want to encourage you to see this as just the beginning of your journeys. Take the momentum you've created around your solution and keep moving forward. Stay focused on the vision and be relentless in the day-to-day grind. If you trust this process, you'll go on to do amazing things. So I'm sure you're all eagerly waiting for the judges' decisions. So I'll pass it back to you, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jason. That was amazing, really inspirational stuff. So here we are. We've made it, the finals. Now is the time to announce the winners. Now remember, all of these teams as winners. Just making it to the final 5 is amazing for all of them. But we need to find out who the overall champion is. So we're going to start in 5th place first. I'm going to turn it over to Simon Mitchell. Simon is the Vice President of Resilient Habitats at the World Wildlife Federation in New Brunswick, Fredericton, New Brunswick. And he's going to introduce the 5th place team. Take it away, Simon.
Hello, everyone. Simon Mitchell here from WWF Canada, and I'm happy to get the announcement started. I've had such a great experience participating in Atlantic Canada AquaHacking Challenge 2020, and most recently as a judge. I was very impressed by the quality of all the pitches, and am pleased to be introducing an award to one of the finalist teams. The 5th place award goes to Team What the Well. Congratulations, Matthew, Anita, Robert, and Samuel. The judges are providing feedback for all the teams, and here's what we'd like you to think about as you continue to refine your technology, SIP. While your concept is very strong, we suggest you get started on the technology and a working prototype soon so that you can stay competitive in this space. Advancements in sensors and graphene is exciting, and these have many uses, but we encourage you to explore their limitations in greater detail. And there are many drinking water quality parameters that need to be measured. Let's focus on what you want to measure and how much it will cost. Once again, congratulations to all of you. I and the team look forward to seeing your solution advance. Thank you.
Congratulations, What the Well. So maybe if you want to share how you're feeling right now, what it was like participating in the competition.
The last 6 months has definitely been quite the ride. We're all happy to be here. Of course, you know, we had high hopes for today, so I think we're feeling the sting a bit, but you know, 5th place for an Atlantic-wide competition feels pretty good. How do you guys feel?
I think you summed it up.
So I think we'll take the advice of the judges also, and then start, we'll see how we can work on the technology as well, and see if we can participate in other pitches and other things, and see how we go along with it.
I think we've got some great talent on this team. I think we've got some excellent technical proficiency, and I'm excited to see where we manage to take the technology, because I think the core idea is really great, and I'm looking forward to continue to work with Matt and Anita and Robert to push this as far as we can, and see where we get to next.
Thanks, Michael.
Wow. Congratulations again to What the Well, 5th place finish. Nothing, that's amazing. So let's, 1 down, 4 left to go. Let's move to 4th place. I'm really excited to introduce Lynn Adams. Lynn is the Director of Energy and Environmental Policy with ACOA, the Atlantic Canadian Opportunities Agency here in Halifax. And she's going to introduce our 4th place finisher. Take it away, Lynn.
Thanks so much, Michael. Can I just start out by saying that in my work, I get exposed to a lot of exciting and innovative clean technology companies throughout Atlantic Canada. And I have to say that the quality of the proposals that came forward in this competition was extremely impressive. You should all be really proud of the work that you're doing. And it's my pleasure today to introduce the 4th place winner. So congratulations to ExTech MIP. Fresh Day and Ali, the judges were very excited about the strength of the research and evidence that went into your technology, and we believe that holds very strong potential for widespread applications. At this point, we would really encourage you to think about who your target market is. We know you're very focused on householders, and what we would encourage you to think about is whether analytical labs might actually be a stronger fit for you, especially starting out. Also, at this stage of your company's development, it's the perfect time to think about the breadth of your management team and whether you may benefit from bringing in some marketing and business expertise at this point. So consider broadening and developing your team to focus on your business model and on client discovery. Your technology is really well placed to have a very strong and positive impact in the sector, and I can't wait to see the wonderful things that you're going to do. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, ExTech. How do you guys feel?
Go ahead.
We were so excited to be in this challenge, and we learned a lot. And yeah, hopefully we're gonna go, and that was just a start for us. Yeah, thank you.
I just want to thank you all the judges and organizers. And we just hope that all the other teams going to be successful, and you know, and best of luck for all of them. And as Fresh Day mentioned, this is just going to be a start for us in order to explore more the water issues in Atlantic Canada. Thank you.
All right, congratulations, ExTech. Man, I don't know about how these teams are feeling, but my heart is racing right now. So we're into the 3rd place team announcement. Bronze medal. 3rd place is bronze. Really exciting to introduce the next individuals who will be announcing the 3rd place. We have Justin Moores and Winter Sack. Justin is the CEO of Synapse PEI in Charlottetown, and Winter is a Mi'kmaq woman and band member from the Sabanagadi First Nation. She's currently the interim senior director of aquatic resources and fisheries management with the Confederacy of Mainland Mi'kmaq. So let's turn it over to you guys. Tell us who's the third place winner in the competition.
Thanks, Michael and the other judges. Hi from PEI. I'm happy to be part of this program and to be announcing today's third place winner alongside Winter Sack, my co-presenter. Congratulations team-wide on placing third. It was a pleasure to watch your pitch and we were impressed by how you handled our questions. We do have a few comments back from the judges that we hope will help advance your idea. The biggest one was that the potential for your technology to help solve an important and widespread issue in Canada is huge. This goes all the way to pure public policy, and we really hope that you guys can advance this idea. You presented a very strong idea, but we do encourage you to start making some additional connections with institutions that are already working in this space to understand what the potential capacity is, and also see where your solution fits compared to other solutions. Lastly, from my perspective, we really want to see you guys start on a prototype as soon as possible. We think that that you may have underestimated some of the resources that are going to be required to actually getting this thing to market, but we're very excited to see you take those next steps. And I'll pass it over to Winter for some more comments and to conclude.
Thank you, Justin. This issue you're addressing is a very important one. It was good to see some of the results of your engagement with a rural community in northern Newfoundland, but we encourage you to consider piloting this work with an Indigenous community as well. From what we heard, your solution falls in line with efforts to promote self-determination and community enhancement, but you need to ensure your engagement efforts are culturally appropriate. I also encourage you to consider access issues within some rural and Indigenous communities. Not everyone has equal access to internet and cell phone reception. And finally, we really like your comment about the co-benefits of this technology from the question period. Recycling waste heat for other community applications is smart. Canada and the world are invariably moving toward alternative and renewable forms of energy. So we encourage you to take this into account now, not just for the second generation of your technology. Congratulations once again, and thanks for sharing your idea with us. We're excited to see your company thrive.
Congratulations, guys. Third place. Tell us how you're feeling about that.
Take this into account.
You guys there? Tell us how you're feeling about coming in third.
Oh, we're out live. Okay.
Sorry, we can hear anything.
Yeah, you're live. We're all live. It's good.
We're
Go
so
ahead.
happy to have come this far and to come third. We're really excited. Hoping to use this funding for prototyping as mentioned and see where this takes us.
Yeah, I really want to thank everybody who voted for our team, and I'm actually really happy, and I'm so proud of the 9 of us here, and it's great to have such a great team. And thank you, judges. Thank you, mentors that helped us throughout this whole process. And we're definitely going to continue this.
All right. Wow. This is amazing. So here we are. Final 2. Second place, then first place announcements. And again, all of these teams should be just so proud of themselves. So for second place announcement, we're going to go to Wendy Kirkozik. Wendy's the quality manager with Halifax Water here in the Halifax Region Municipality. Wendy's going to be announcing the second place team. Wendy, take it away.
Hi, everyone. First, I'd like to extend my thanks to the organizers for inviting me to be a judge in this competition. This was a first for me and a really great experience. As someone who works in the water sector in Halifax, I was very excited to see so many strong solutions presented during this pitching session. So congratulations, teams, on all your great ideas and your hard work in this competition. But I'm sure you're all sitting on the edge of your seats and I won't keep you waiting any longer. The second place prize goes to Team Well Warriors on your Clarify technology. Congratulations, Alexandra, Adam, Liam, and Jonathan. Here are some key takeaways from the judges for your team. Your solution addresses a huge gap in the industry. Testing of private wells has many barriers and it can be an overwhelming process for homeowners. We really like that you haven't necessarily created a new technology, but rather you're bringing together existing technologies and processes to provide a solution that simplifies, demystifies, and encourages well owners to take action to improve their water quality and as a result to improve their health. And we also really like the idea of the Clarify certification model. And while this is a creative approach, think carefully about how you roll this out and how any negative results could affect your brand. This is a great value add, but perhaps it's not the starting point. The real value in Clarify is a simplification of the testing process and interpretation of the lab results, providing a risk assessment or a water safety plan for the homeowner to take action on. Focus on these aspects, ensuring that the output is simple and meaningful to the homeowner, and it'll allow them to understand what the next steps should be towards pursuing appropriate treatment technologies. As Clarify continues to grow, the water quality data set will also continue to grow. This is going to be a huge asset in the future in terms of understanding regional differences in well water quality. Incorporating well drilling information along with geological information and actual water quality data will only strengthen our regional knowledge on water quality challenges. I'm personally really excited about the application of your technology for water safety planning. Great job and congratulations, Well Warriors.
Well Warriors,
Hi, everyone.
congratulations. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
I don't know what to say. I mean, we're over the moon. We can't believe it. The competition was really stiff, and we're just thankful to be here. And it's been such a privilege to take part in this opportunity. And just want to say thank you to the organizers and the supporters and the mentors who all put this on and made this possible. We're blown away by all of our competition, as I think I said, but we're just excited to see all of these ideas come to fruition. So we'll be waiting in the sidelines to see that come through. And any way we can support, we'd be glad to help you out. And you know, we're just dedicated to make Clarify as good of a product for our local region as possible. So you'll be seeing more of us shortly, but in the meantime, it's a little bit back to work and getting it off the ground. So thank you again.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Congratulations so much. This is great. So here we are, 7 months in the making. We're about to announce the final top team in the Atlantic Canadian AquaHacking Challenge. So exciting to be here right now. So I'm going to introduce Robert Pace to announce the first place winner. Robert serves as an independent chairman at the board of the Canadian National Railway, and he's also the president and CEO of the Pace Group, and he's located here at St. Margaret's Bay in Nova Scotia. So Robert, please share with everyone who's taking the top prize in the challenge. Take it away, Robert.
Thank you, Michael. I've enjoyed being a judge in the Atlantic AquaHacking Challenge. I'm excited to be presenting the winning team. Well, we've heard from all the other teams that have been announced, so this will come as no surprise to the viewers. Please join me in congratulating Clean Catch Baits for coming in first place. Well done, Guillermo, Katie, and Robel. You have a great idea and a solid product supported by a strong pitch. Here are the few of the comments for your team as you continue to grow and develop your company. Focus on process engineering moving forward. There is a huge potential to scale up your product, so have a plan for manufacturing in place. With respect to sales, marketing, and distribution, determine how you can get into the mainstream gear and outdoor fishing supply stores. On that point, we would encourage you to explore quickly the packaging and brand development of your product. We are impressed with your solution to an environmental problem, and we all look forward to seeing your product on the shelves. As a fisherman, I personally am excited to actually try your products. Congratulations once again to all.
Congratulations, Clean Catch Baits. Guys, share how it feels. First place.
Wow, yeah, this feels incredible. I think all of us were pretty honored to just make it onto the finals, and now to be placed first, we're over the moon right now. I just think it's really good that Atlantic Water Network and AquaHacking is bringing more recognition to the water issues that this competition has focused on for their teams. And the fact that we can take our business to the next level is something that makes me very happy. And I think this finish is going to help us.
Yeah, I guess speak for all of us, and we say a big thank you to all the mentors and advisors we've had through the course of this competition. We obviously wouldn't have gotten this far without them, and the whole Atlantic Water Network and AquaHacking team. This is another step in validation for us as we make accessible, sustainable fishing tackle to all anglers. So we're pretty excited.
Congratulations to all the teams. This was quite a competition. It's been 7 months, so it's been a great experience. And we just gotta focus on what's next.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. That was, what a competition. Congratulations to the top 5 finalists. But we're not done. All of you watching today had your chance to weigh in who you think was the big winner. And so I'm really pleased that I get to announce the Audience Choice Award winner. And that team is Clean Catch Baits. So let's go back to Clean Catch Baits. Congratulations. How do you guys feel as winning the Audience Award?
We're even more excited to be chosen by the audience as well. Thanks so much, guys, for voting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just says a lot about what we're working on and the fact that people want a solution in the angling space. I mean, we've gotten a lot of support on social media so far and people reaching out directly to us. And yeah, this is just amazing. Thank you, everybody.
I'm speechless. Just thank you for voting, and yeah, thank you for the support.
Wow, that was fantastic. Well, congratulations to Clean Catch Baits and all the finalists today. You know, when you think about these ideas, you should be inspired and feel fantastic about what individuals are doing to solve the biggest problems we face here in Atlantic Canada. So make sure you continue to follow these teams' journeys through the AquaHacking Alumni Network. And, look, I just want to thank all the judges, the partners, the supporters, the participants, all of you watching, everyone. What an amazing competition, an amazing cap to it all today. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Make sure you check out the Lake Winnipeg AquaHacking Final. That's happening on October 20th at 4 p.m. Central Time. And you can watch it on Facebook Live at IISD News. So make sure you check it out. That's it for the AquaHacking Challenge Atlantic Canadian Edition. Congratulations again to all the teams. Take care and have a wonderful weekend and evening.